Show Your Talent with Debbra Liverman will resume shortly, but first take a look at the Sip and Shop event that took place in Harlem, New York City on June 16th of 2017, hosted by Love and Hip Hop's own Yandy Smith. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Yandy from Love and Hip Hop. Today I am premiering my Spit and clothing line.
Hey, what's up? My name is y'all. Basically, I'm an MC first. I'm a designer second. Over on the curator. I just create shit.
Hi guys, it's B.E.A.T and welcome to Azura Boutique.
Hey everybody, it's your boy J Already Famous here. Hashtag Already Famous. You know, I got invited here to this beautiful event by my boy Jacquay. You know, I'm here to show love.
You know, I wanted to do something that was really good for kids and moms. Something that was transitional where you can play them apart, but then you can also go with mom to a fab event. And even for mommy clothes, it's something that you can wear a heel with, or you can transition it with a flat or a sneaker like I have on, and it's a transitional outfit. So the premise of this line is to have clothes that are twofold, where you can play a day and then go out at night, even for your babies.
It's just inspired by the 1988, that whole crack era in New York City. I mean, that was like the most pure form of hip hop, so we just taking that, add it to the culture. You can see I painted this mannequin myself. You can see the graffiti elements of it, you know what I'm saying? So we just take from the culture and just add it. Mix the old with the new. Mix the old with the future to create it now.
Okay, so she started working in the fashion industry for a couple of years. My husband has been in the fashion industry for long. He sold me old books. And right now I became a fashion sales rep, a fashion stylist, and most recently a red coordinator for fashion businesses like the Sip and Shop.
Make sure my patches are out. Already Famous Productions, you know, LLC. You know, we out here doing big things, you know. I'm over here, I did commercial work, you know, but I'm here to show love, right? Hashtag Already Famous. That whole era to me was like the most purest form of hip hop. So you see like this snapbacks, we got snapbacks. My jewelry's kind of old school, you know what I'm saying? So we just take from that. The sneakers, Gucci sneakers.
Let me see, can I see your sneakers?
You know what I'm saying? So Gucci sneakers, rope chains, tube chains, snapbacks. We just take the era, man, the ripped jeans, all of that, all of the 80s, early 90s, swag, take it off the swag.
Poetic is bringing you some hot men's urban couture, like Sergio wearing right here. He's wearing a Hudson pair, scruffy American stitch cargo pants. I got you covered from head to toe. Yeah, footwear, lots of cool stuff. What happened was, Nanny and myself, we are good friends because our sons are actually like friends from school. And I came to her about the idea of pop-up. She says, well, I have clothes. And I said, well, I have clothes too. And we decided to like merge together and come up with an event. So her and I can sell the profit for the panel that we have in merchandise. And she was like, she wanted to call it Sip. And I both my brain Sip and Shop idea. And now we're here at the second location at A.E.A.T Hotel in Harlem. If the money calls, I'm coming for it. So I manage artists by day, I have a clothing line by night, I also have a new skincare line. I'm a hustler, I guess it's the Harlem in me. Come out and support, we're here for 2 more days.
Instagram is Brad, B.E.A.T. Follow the match.
To my Instagram, I'm going to launch the Azura Boutique, and then you can find more pieces in the shop online and open to the public. I'm doing these exclusive events for the public where I'm giving back to the community at Azura Boutique.
Thank you for checking out the Sip and Shop event. And now let's tune in for Debbra Liverman's Show Your Talent.
I'm Debbra Liverman, and welcome to my show, Show Your Talent, okay? And I'm going to
entertain you. People just misunderstood me all the time. They misunderstand me. This other day, I was walking down the street, and I saw this woman. This is uptown in the Upper West Side. She ran across the street and she dropped something. She's running. So I picked it up. I knew it was someone valuable to her. I went over and said, "Miss, you dropped something." And before she just stopped and said, "I don't have any money." And I said, "You dropped something." "I don't have any money." So I said, I took what she dropped and slipped it in my back pocket. I was going to give it to her, but she said she didn't have any money, so she misunderstood that I wanted to ask for money. So I was like homeless, and she felt maybe I was homeless, she thought, and so I was asking for money. So I walked away. I nodded and walked away. So I went down to the train station, took out the Metro card that she dropped, and slided through. She had $85 on it. I was going to give it to her, but she said she didn't have any money. She thought I was going to ask her for money. I was just doing a good deed. She said I was misunderstood. I'm telling you, people misunderstand me. They, automatically read me from the jump. I remember, and I can tell you, back in my younger days, you heard it, about the IQ test. And I think I was about 7 years old. So the teachers had this buffet, and she said, "Get any food you want, help yourself." So I wasn't really accustomed to a cup and saucer. Well, anyway, I took a plate, a saucer, and a cup. And so I piled the food up on the plate and the rest of the food on the saucer. And I went back to the table, and the teacher said, "That saucer, it was for the cup." And I said, "Well, we use that saucer for another plate." So I was misunderstood. And another time, that was an IQ test, which I really didn't know. So other time, the teacher gave us $1 and took us to the store. She said, "With this $1, you can buy anything you want." So with my $1, I bought bagged potato chips, cookies, some fruit drink, pretzels, candy. And my classmate bought a hamburger, French fries, one hamburger. Another classmate bought French fries, and another classmate bought a Frank with their $1. But I had a bagged potatoes, I had bagged potato chips, I had pretzels, candy, and drink. And so the teacher said, "That's not healthy." I said, "Well, this food is what will fill me up. What can a burger or French fries, a bag of French fries do?" So I guess I failed that IQ test. Is it me, or is it people feel that because I belong to a certain race that I don't know what I'm talking about, or I don't understand? I remember I was on a train, and this woman, I'm telling you, there's people that love their dogs, and they consider their dogs a part of the family. I'm sitting out on the train, minding my business. This woman comes in, and she had something in her chest. Okay, she sits in front of me and started sticking her tongue down in the chest. And so I pretend not to really notice that, but to me, I thought that was weird. But hey, that's the village for you. We get okay. And then I saw this little animal head, a dog head, grab her tongue, and it was playing with it. So she was kind of tongue kissing with her dog. Now I just wanted to vomit, to throw up. And she saw that I was getting sick. So what she did was push the dog back down in her blouse. That was so gross. But people love their animals. They love their dogs. And so I went on my friend's house. Now, my friend, she had dogs, but her dogs, she said, "Oh, they okay, they homeless. But why are they jumping on me if they homeless? Why are they jumping on me?" Okay? So I really couldn't talk to her about that. Her dogs really like that. And so, and then she was telling me, she put her dogs in the room, and so I said, I saw what happened. So and I told her what happened on the train. She said, "Well, she's an animal lover. You're not." I said, "But isn't that kind of gross? She's tongue kissing her dog on the train, the subway." And my friend said, "No, that's okay. That's okay. People see that, they're animals as part of them. They say, they're family." And then she was telling me about, and I remember hearing about this man committed suicide because he was living in this, I think this co-op apartment, and they told him he have to leave or get rid of the dog. And so I guess everybody heard about it anyway. So he killed himself. He killed himself because he couldn't live without his dog. And that was a nice apartment. So I guess the apartment went to the dog. No, I'm sorry. I mean, I just, to me, I'm like misunderstood. How could you say something like that? In fact, my father had a dog, and he was Doberman Pinscher. And you heard about dogs attacking children. Well, I remember when my son was young, and Dobie, his name is Dobie, and my son did something, and Dobie just jumped on him. My son is 2 years old, and I couldn't get Dobie off, and he was growling and drooling over my son. My son was screaming, and I'm saying, Pop, get the dog, he's killing my son, he's gonna kill my son. My father's in the room, And so, you know what I had to do? I had to run in the kitchen and get a weapon to get him off my son. And Dobie took one look at the weapon and just jumped off it and just backed away. So that dog knew what he was doing, okay? And my father was saying, you threatening my dog. I said, your dog was getting ready to eat my son. What did he do? I said, he's a grandson. And I was like really I was peed off. I carried my son, and I checked my son was okay. We went home. I didn't go back to my family house, but I said, his dog, and he's talking about how his dog is. So anyway, Dobie, my father took, a few weeks later, my father took Dobie out, and Dobie saw this boy riding the bike. Dobie chased after his head got caught in the wheel, and he was gone. My father cried so much. He was so, and I said, you see how you do it. I'm very sorry, My father was so heartbroken, and I said, you want me to get it? No one can replace Dobie. I said, well, he's going. There's nothing you can do about it. And I offered my father another dog. He didn't want it. Well, that's what it, like that. So many people, just love their dogs. I'm telling you. Now, and also, so I don't really spend my time worrying about dogs, but I tell you one thing, it is a terrible sight. You walk out in the street, you even live in a nice, clean place, and you got to tiptoe through the dog feces. I was living on the Upper West Side, and I'm saying that it was ridiculous. You got to watch where, it's let's say walking around, tip-tapping, walking around like, I forgot, that have dogs. Why don't they clean up after their dogs? I'm not a dog hater, but I'm also not a dog lover. But where I live is sort of like away from the Upper West Side in the same borough of Manhattan. And I saw this woman walking a dog, and the dog did his business, and the owner, got it up, put it in a bag, took a Kleenex, and cleaned the dog off. And I said, that is very good. She said, my pet is like my baby, trying to find a good party to go to. I work, I do so many things, and I need to relax. So, I go, it's hard for me to even go to parties. So when I do go to parties, I want to go to a nice party. So basically, I find that everybody like to dance with people. To me, I like just dancing by myself, like that. Okay, I'm moving, and I see, if I'm interested in somebody, I know how to move, a certain way, not provocative, just take it easy, okay? If I want to dance with someone, I'll just move this way and that way, okay, that. And I mean, one time, and I see somebody, okay, and I might just do like that, but I don't want to just get there and I'll start dancing. But so I have no problem dancing with people, but I love dancing by myself. But, I just ran into it. Let me tell you, and I used to get parties in my house. Okay, people will come to my house and get parties because I used to have clubs and everything, okay, party. But I stopped having clubs because people couldn't stop doing what I tell them not to do. No smoking in my club. No smoking. See the sign, no smoking. And so I didn't want I think you heard about Happy Land. I didn't want that to happen. And so I would just have to, I spend most of my time when I did have a club to get the people to stop smoking in my club. So I remember one time I was downstairs to make sure I had a club right on Nostrand Avenue in Brooklyn. And I was downstairs checking to see if anybody bring any liquor or cigarettes, any weapons. So I'm checking people out, okay, because my bodyguards, they were afraid to do it. I guess this neighbor was really dangerous. So I'm downstairs checking people, okay? And these men kept getting back on the line. I said, they're not checking me before. He said, check me again, right? And I said, wait a minute, I checked you before. You're okay. You can go. You can go into the club. And so I'm downstairs checking everybody, and everybody's looking at me. In fact, my neighbor's looking at me. It was like really funny. So anyway, I'm checking this woman, and I said, what's this? And she said, what's this? Why are you touching me? You must be gay or something. I said, you must be funny. I said, yes, I'm funny. I'm funny about people coming into my club with weapons. Yes, I'm funny about that. And so what I did, I took a straight razor out of her, off out of her bras. She said, and I asked her, what is this about? She said, I'm just protecting myself. I said, no, honey, you can't come in with this razor. How am I going to protect myself? She said, you got to go home. I'm sorry. She said, that's why nobody want to go to your club. I said, that's why you're not coming into my club. And so that was it. And I said, it doesn't make any sense. Even the people told me, you're doing a favor to the neighborhood. You're keeping people off the streets. I said, but these people, they don't want to stop drinking. They don't want to stop smoking. That's not my thing. This is my club is having fun. I like to have fun. And I'm talking about, I've been in so many neighborhoods, times are getting really, really bad. I remember the time I used to just drop something by mistake and say I drop a scarf or a hat, okay? Turn back around and come back, my hat is still there. If I drop something on the ground and turn around, it's gone. That's right. Drop it on the ground, it's gone. That's why I know times are getting really, really, really bad, and really bad. I'm telling you, it is so bad, but people don't know it because they don't know how bad it is because they have to go outside of their life to see how bad it is. And unfortunately, things are getting worse. And I can't understand it how people spend all this money buying this designer thing, designer label, designer dress, skirt, shoes, getting their hair done, their nails done, spending all this money, and they sleep in their car, okay? Or staying in a room or an apartment, but they look good. Why make the rich richer and you getting poorer? But, that's how people are. I can't knock them. I can't criticize them. But I'm not going to spend my money above my knees. And and then go on Facebook and they talk about, I go on Facebook and see what's going on. Whereas I don't go in there to listen to this gossip because I'm way past that, I go on Facebook to look for parties. Where a party at? Where is a party? In fact, I don't even drink. I don't drink. And I say, what's going on? And when I do go out, I go, it seems like people my age don't really party. I'm just telling you. So I'm just saying, don't worry about how people feel. Don't worry about how people see you because people are going to see you the way they see you. You can't change what people think about you. You can't worry about how people feel about you. Don't spend your life worrying about something that can't be done. And someone said, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Just think about yourself and don't even care. I remember the time I was out in New Jersey and I was waiting for the bus. And these three young men, they was like in their 20s. And one came up, I should have knocked that B out. And that's right. She don't know what she messing with me. I should knock her out. And I'm not saying anything, right? And the guy coming, miss, if somebody get up in your face, and the guy was about this tall, this big, he was a young dude, but he was awesome, big. And if a woman get up in your face, your man, the woman get up in your face, would you knock her out? And she started talking. I said, no. Why you want to go to jail? He said, I don't care. I don't care about going to, if she disrespect me, I don't care going to jail. I said, that don't make any sense. Why you just can't walk away? Why she got to get up in my face? So I said, these brothers need this, I got to sit down and talk to these brothers. So we started talking about how women are disrespecting them. And I told them my point of view. And I said, you can't take people serious. Words are just words. If she get in your face, just walk away. No, I don't want to walk away. She got to learn to respect. And so I had to tell them, I said, I had to tell them that there's two people, there's a male and female in this world. Male and female. And something in between too. Don't care. Don't get upset. You're going to end up going to jail for what? Because she get up in your face. Take it slow. Take a deep breath. Today will be tomorrow and the next day. Because first of all, you don't want to get record for what? Because this woman gets up in your face. Yeah, she get up in your face all the time. She always starting something. I said, well, why are you standing there talking to her? You see she's crazy. Enjoy your life and just take it easy. because you don't have to impress anybody. The only person you should impress is yourself. Thank you so much.
That concludes the episode of Show Your Talent. Now check out the spoken word video by Ron Amber and friends. Enjoy.
Yeah, you know the song. Bob me into it. It's all good. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, listening in to this project we got going on right here. But, you know, we finna get into some real, like, you know, some real gang. They throw parties on these days, in love with women getting slashed on the side of the road, and their stories are only told for as long as it takes Facebook to refresh. It's not sad, it's a sick, twisted, shitty, hot-ass mess of a deal. AIDS is real and the kids are f***ing, and they don't believe in contraception because they can't feel nothing, and feeling is detrimental for knowing when to say no. So if you can't be sentimental, then well, welcome to a nation and bros in homeroom. Their language is the paintbrush that paints their blues in brown. The transcript of young folks who stroke themselves into a solitary sound where they all go down, but they don't get back up. Did I say AIDS is real and the kids knucking and bucking at the system, cut down by too many bullets aimed too fast at their backs, and their feet are too slow to move out of the way? They get more play on the concrete ground than on the house floor, and their fashion is slowing them down. Pants sagging round the shit's for cuss. The beats they jam be banging, though the lines they spit ain't clever, and they don't mind. They hear rhyme and think they got time. So the rocket's red glare shines a heavy light on their sandy brown eyes, but the glow ain't natural. We tell them the truth, no one is going to save you, baby. Let your Uzi weigh a ton and blast it from between your vocab. Remember the pull north and the drinking gourd. Remember penny loafers bloody with tooth and brain, bashed by baton and signs that read, no niggas, no Mexicans, and no dogs. So dance your Dougie, but let your shoulders rise twice the height your great grands fell, and try not to spill your sister's blood all over the turntables, lest her words cry out like Nina and Sarah Vaughan. Back of the throat, you cry to it when you toke type shit. Feel them when you spit.
Walking around on these city streets, trying to wipe away my blues. Ain't got no time to be complete, gotta be halfway with these blues. Get your foot off my neck.
These days you can't only beware of the devil, gotta stay prepared to fight his advocates. This soul ain't a window to shatter by bullets, a fracture by arrows they throw to kill this heart we hope would see. The poetry of poor dreams is painted across war scenes, canvassed on street corners, prison walls, and caskets. No reparations for what's priceless, for single fairy godmothers who suffer and worry after midnight, working to make these kids graduates, afraid to lose them under streetlights. The truth is gift wrapped in our youth, that's how the heaven sends us signs. And the reasons why they do their best to destroy us is cause spiritually blind men can't read between timelines, or else they see. You don't need no fortune teller to tell you how much power is in these palms, where veins carry biblical strains of all things beautiful and tragic, and when cut they bleed songs. Those elder prayers of love and order, for knowledge is faithful, and ignorance is once a cheater, always a cheater. Our strength had no choice but to stretch into oceans, cause tears are saltwater teachers. Beware of evildoers, dressed in uniform, who move like wolves torn from storybook pages, who will speak in languages of change when we rather be fluent in lies these days. But there is never any right and wrong. Need more freedom songs and music. See, check this movement of bones that don't break by any stick stones. You know those systems you create. This heart be made of phoenix ash, cause it's a fire conqueror. Skin tells an Egyptian past, cause we be pyramid stronger. I bleed ancestor dreams, sweat out plantation prayers. Been protected by an armor that you may never ever see, but I promise you, it's there. They don't want you to believe it, but I believe it.
Walking around on these city streets,
You gotta show it.
trying to wipe away my blues.
Ancestor dreams, plantation prayers.
Ain't got no time to be
Protecting
complete,
my armor, y'all.
gotta be halfway with these blues.
And it's there. Yeah.
Get your foot off my neck.
Gifted all things melodramatic. We potent from the physical to the ethereal. Connected by the melanin to the whole of cosmology, we were kissed by the sun and made to hold the light. But somehow beauty became a blind spot, a thing in need of redefinition. Constructed race, gender, and class are now signifiers of the people's future and past. She, object in demand of control. They, good to look at but not good enough to see. She, a mockery of her own likeness. They, struck voiceless, powerless, motionless. That bridge called her back, carried soldiers to battle. Guided the warriors to purpose and recorded it all for the memory and the history. But mine got the whole of humanity mad at their own femininity. Forgetting to release the layers and investigate the curves. Civilization suffers a downturn and we all suffer just trying to be down. The finale, minimal brown faces in meaningful spaces while everybody loving, hating the ladies.
Walking around on these city streets, trying to wipe away my blues. Ain't got no time to be complete. Gotta be halfway with these blues. Get your foot off my neck. Year round, it's winter in America. With praise and thanksgiving, we living for the gifting. Sitting through the lifting of burdens unending. In the early hours of the morning, we are the darkness that works the alchemy. Heating up standards and twisting what stone cold statues conceive as godly chiefing and chorus blending. This is the tail end of beginnings. No sleep until earth stops spinning and underdogs start winning. Saving our own souls like home run in the 9th inning. We be the global formula with cosmic force unyielding, anti-gravity building. And we still do that cause we still believe in chillin'. Ain't picked that cotton cause we was willing to stay physical under the shield of unexplained historic positioning.